What's good people? It's your boy CJ Randolph, and this is the Just a Messenger podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we're trying to change the world one message at a time. And what's that message? The message of hope, love, joy, and peace.
That's right.
And speaking of pieces, a piece of my past, present, and future. Who is you?
What's going on, man? Rex Parker in the building, y'all.
Yeah, the Southern gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, if y'all remember, actually, I think you're the only person that had part 3.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I forgot about that.
So,
Yeah.
let's see what happens tonight. Get down.
Get down. Calm down. Why are you so excited?
She wants to be in the podcast
You wanna be
again.
included? You want to be included?
She's like, "Oh, friend, I haven't seen you in a while." So, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Come here.
Go.
So, Rex
Y'all-
Parker
y'all,
and Nala.
Somebody's excited I'm here.
Right, exactly. Other than me. Hey, y'all, I think I don't really no, people don't understand exactly who you are to me, really.
Yeah.
We talk maybe once or twice a week or so?
Something like that.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just it may be a couple times in a month or whatever, but really at the end of the day, you just got people that you grow with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you some shout outs of the growth that I've seen with you, because I've always seen it in him.
Mm.
And so that is one reason why, one thing, I don't give up on people, no matter what. But especially when you see the potential, when you see the heart, when you're like, all right, I know you're going to get there.
Yeah.
But you got to give them the room to get there themselves, right? Because you can't force nobody. You a grown man. I'm a grown man, too.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, all right, you got to kind of, all right, this is the path that you chose to go through. All right, well, these are the scars that you may, you know what I'm saying, that you may get. But I'm here to help you, you know what I'm saying, heal or wound or whatever. And so I appreciate your growth, homie.
Man, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. You know, people don't know this, but, you know what I mean? You go back to the 8th grade.
Yeah.
So we've literally known each other since 14, 15. So it's a 30-year friendship.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, I've seen him evolve, marriage, divorce with me, you know? And this is somebody, it's different when it's somebody that knows you from, you know, a young pup and you becoming a man. And I'll be honest with you, I think the last year or so, we haven't talked as much because I've been in my trials and tribulations.
Right.
And it's been more like, it's like tennis, bro.
Yeah.
When you playing tennis, bro, the coach is in the stands.
Ooh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's only you.
Keep talking.
It's only you on that court. And then when it's over, you can come to the coach and be like, all right, let's evaluate the film.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we've been evaluating film, I think, this last year. Hey, you got to calm down. You got to calm down. See it. Yeah, so it's just been a lot of evaluation of film and not as much talking because it's like, okay, let's look at, calm down.
Don't worry about it.
Let's look at Saquon Barkley. Like, you just got to give him the ball and let him run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, bro just been like, I already know you know the playbook. You know, it ain't necessarily the playbook that I see for myself, but I know you're going to get back in alignment when it's time for you to get back in alignment. And, you know, I'm speaking in parables, I'm speaking in codes because this is just a Messenger podcast. We can't just let y'all off the rip, let y'all know. Y'all got to stay tuned in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. right.
Y'all got to stay tuned in. Good evening to everybody on the live. You know what I'm saying? You know, but this is a day one brother. So it's no fluff. It's no, you know, like we've been through a lot of wars. We've been through a lot of, you know, not talking to each other because, you know, either I'm in my ego or I'm in my pride. It normally be me. You know what I'm saying? Because
always.
I'm not going to say I'm always right, but I'm like, until my way don't work, I'm going to go this way. You know? And I'll run straight into a brick wall and be like, okay, let me let me go back. But I'm a touch the oven kind of guy, you know. And bro is like, nope, I'm gonna learn from Solomon. I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, no, I want to do what Solomon did. Then I can make my evaluation, you know. So, you know, you're gonna get a lot of spiritual tenacity in this one. You're gonna get a lot of authenticity in this one. You're gonna get a lot of just information in general. And I hope that, you know, it serves and it sows seeds and it's just good, conscious information that you can take on your walk and continue to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I posted a clip not too long ago because someone was telling me, hey, these messages that you already posted need to go ahead and get posted again.
That part.
Yeah. And I posted one of him of just like, you know, him kind of talking about his followers increasing, right? And now where you at is like, oh, snaps.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
It's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I will say, bro, there's no content plan for me. Yeah. It's just I wake up with a conscious understanding of that I want to give, but I want to give of myself the experiences that I have within myself. And there's just different scenarios that happen throughout the day. And you say, hey, this is something I can speak on. And I think that the reason I've gotten on you about doing more is because, bro, like, they don't know you like I know you.
Right.
You got a lot of wisdom, and you don't be putting it out there. It ain't even for views or followers or nothing. It's just stay consistent, just like you're a consistent husband. You're a consistent father.
You hear that, wife?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why not be a consistent content creator? You're already consistent. Just add one more thing to your consistency.
I shouldn't have said nothing.
Like, you know, you're already consistent. So, you know, and I just like seeing my people win. And who else do I not want to see win more than you? You know what I mean? Like, day one trenches, bro. Like,
yeah.
You know, you have a lot of light to give to the world. And I think, you know, me and you both, bro, you know good and well, bro. Like, I was the shyest kid coming up. I was only known for doing beats on tables, bro. I wasn't no talker to know, like,
Carmax and pencils.
Yeah,
son. That's all you needed. The boy just supplied it, and everybody else just
Bro, known me since 14. I was the shyest kid. I know y'all don't believe that, but I was the shyest kid. I didn't talk to nobody. I kept. They called me headphones in college because I didn't talk to nobody. I just was jamming Nas and Talib Kweli and Common and Genuine. You know what I'm saying? Message.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
And eventually, when I realized that I had a certain level of wisdom about me and I started speaking, then nobody teach me my value. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for the following, not because of the number, but because of the value.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, I really have something worth value that I didn't see. And I think that's why I'm so big on being a father to my son, because how much further along would I be had my father told me, I believe in you, son. You're great.
Right.
You're going to do big. We come from one of the big, dopest high schools with the most NFL players in the state.
DeSoto.
So it's just like we seen greatness.
Right.
We got friends. We got friends that are classmates that have gone to Super Bowls. Legit. Play with Tom Brady.
Broke NFL records.
Broke NFL records. Future Hall of Famers that we know.
Hold on. Broke each other's NFL record.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you come from that much greatness in a town or whatever the case, when you come from that much greatness, it's different because you see so many of your homeboys, even though they went the NFL route,
right?
You see so many of your homies getting to this next level, and it's like, bro, we can do it too. And it's just, we decided, you know, if they can do it, we can too. It's just not going to be in the NFL route.
Right, exactly.
You know, it's not going to be the NBA route. It's going to be and being a good steward. It's going to be good in finances. Like, bro, we really need to shine a light on how dope it is to be in a relationship, in a committed relationship, and be successful in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we looking at success, bro, and we like, oh man, he got the money. Most everybody I know that's balling out of control, bro, they got hell in their house, bro. They got the money, but they don't got the peace. So it's just like, okay, you could have $1 million. You could be making, and we know cats making $8 million a year right now. Right. But when we holler at them, they don't got peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think that you're successful, bro, no matter what's in your bank account, because you have peace. You got a loving wife. You got loving kids. You know, you got a dog that can't get enough of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to embrace men that are committing in general.
Yeah.
You said I commit. You know what I mean? Like, you know my situation, bro. And it's like, I know your situation, marriage, divorce, and you didn't let that stop you from loving again.
Nope.
And I think folks be like, why am I single? Bro, like, I'm just learning how to love myself again.
Right.
Like, they don't know what I'm healing from for real.
Right.
And I think because I'm always smiling, I'm always positive. You know, I don't really tell people my problems. And it's just like, yeah, there's people I could talk to, but a lot of times people be like, if you need someone to talk to, but like, you ain't got no word in you. All right, if you need somebody to talk to, okay, well, how you gonna speak life into me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know the plans I have for you, King. Remember what he said. Not that we speak in respect of what I want. We are self-developed men.
Right.
So we need self-developed women. And if you haven't developed self, you can't develop me.
Healed people heal people.
And it's just like, bro, you want these, you know, these grand men to come in and provide and do these things. And it's like, bro, this journey I'm on, bro, it's such self-love.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's nothing for me to love somebody else at this point because of how I love me.
Right.
Bro, it ain't nothing. A good time for me is, okay, I got my Costco card. I can go get me a hot dog. I can go get me some pizza
Bruh.
for $5.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
I got Sam's.
Hit up the Ross.
I got 5 kids.
Yeah.
We go to Sam's. That's $20 to feed 7 people. Well, actually 5, because me and the wife usually don't do that. But anyway, and it's just like you figure things out, right? And you know, one thing that you were talking about, the teacher is silent during the test.
That's a bar.
The teacher is silent. I used to teach. I taught for like 15 years. The teacher is silent during the test. And as a teacher, we're walking around looking, and so desperately we want to say, whisper, give them a hint.
Right.
But that actually stops the butterfly from stretching its wings. So when the cocoon,
that's good.
When it breaks out of the cocoon, it can fly. Because if you help them get out of that cocoon, that stretching, that strain actually hurts them. So that they can fly, because then they can't develop the wings.
Yeah.
And so, you know, in those silent moments that we may have had, it was always I know he's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to call him and check up on him. First, he's a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man, and we got stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? But when we do talk and when we do chop it up, it's like deep. And I think it is so important for us men to have accountability partners, people that are worried about our spiritual life, people that are worried about our real life, people that are worried about us and our growth, right? And that's why I'm thankful for you allowing me to be that voice. Because sometimes, listen, I don't cuss a lot. The most time I ever cuss is when me and you cuss each other. Right. The funny thing is like, it ain't him that really like gets me all riled. I mean, my wife don't get me all riled up. It's him, because he knows exactly what to say, and I'll be like, boy, look here. You know what I'm saying? Then we go at it, and it's like, you know, you say F you, and I say I love you too, and then we go on about our business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it's good to have a brother like that you're not afraid to be transparent with 100%. And then also, number one thing about you that I've always admired and really give you shout outs is when you're wrong, and eventually when you come back to it, you admit to it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I was like, all right, I don't have to say, I don't have to love you at a distance.
Right.
Because there have been there's a lot of people actually I have to love at a distance because you start robbing me of my peace and I need a whole bunch of peace. Well, once again, I said I have 5 kids. And I always break it down like this. I have 2. My wife has 3. We have 5.
We have 5. That part. We have 5.
And we have active parents in both sides. And sometimes we may not agree. And so it's one of those things that we definitely have to find peace with, right? But that's the beauty of it, because that's real life. And everything peaches and cream. Peace is not lollipops and popsicles and holding hands and dancing to your favorite song.
Right.
Peace is being in the storm and knowing that you're going to be okay. Peace is, and I always said this, the boat is rocking, the waves, the storm, and you look over there, Jesus is asleep. So those same waves that you are scared of can be the same waves that rock you to sleep because you're in peace.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So I just wish everybody the peace. I mean, that's what that's what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
The message of hope, love, joy, and peace. Peace is the last section of that whole saying for a reason, because a lot of times I think a lot of people, we're looking for happiness, which I can wake up and be happy, and the next day I can wake up and not be happy for no reason, just because, I don't know, maybe I slept wrong. But I think we're really searching for peace, because peace gives you everything that you need in every single moment, good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
And I've been seeing a level of peace on you that I haven't seen before.
And I want to tell you something, bro. And if I get emotional, so be it.
Let's go.
I have been in the hardest battle of my life for the last 3 years. Since the divorce.
Right.
You know, kids splitting up, custody battles, court, all of that. I don't even understand how I got so much peace no more. It don't even make sense to me. I be like, how am I so chill?
Yeah.
I be like, this ain't bothering me no more.
Right.
I'm not even mad.
Yeah.
I be talking to God like, what you do? This, bro, I used to be punching walls. You know? False accusations.
I used to punch trees.
Defamation of character.
Right.
Slander. Abuse. Neglect. Alienation. And I'm like, you know what, God? Whatever.
Right.
Because I be trying to tell people, bro, like, you know, I don't consider myself a man of God. I'm half hood, half holy. Pray with me, but don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
But when it come to Jeremiah 29:11, bro, and it say, I know the plans I have for you. Plans for, like, bro, I be telling people, like, when I be teaching how to read the word, I be like, read it. And they'll be like, I know the plans I have for you. Plans are good. No, start over. And they be thinking I'm an asshole, and I am, because I need you to get this right.
Right.
I know the plans I have for you. Pause. Ponder on the plans he has for you.
Right.
The plans for you to be in love. The plans for you to be prosperous. The plans for you to be at peace. The plans for you to have your children in safe places. The plans for your... Ponder on the plans. I know the plans I have for you. I know the blueprint I made for you. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. I know the plans. Stay there.
Right.
There were plans for good, not disaster. Like, imagine thinking disaster coming and a hurricane coming, and all of a sudden a rainbow pop up. That's God. That's how God do.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you good, not disaster. I know the plans I have for you. Plans for good, not disaster, to give you not just a future, but a hopeful future.
Right.
Do we really believe what we saying? Do we really believe that we really finna have a hopeful future and not disaster?
Right.
And it's just like, bro, you really got to apply these words to your life. I don't care if you Christian, Muslim, Christian. It's life. It's affirmation. Who want bad to happen? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my spirituality is so much more open to other people, because I be like, listen, all of this stuff leads to a higher power and a higher recognition of yourself. I don't be arguing about what God. Look, I know the God I serve. I can't tell you the God you serve. But I know my God said he know the plans he had for me.
Right.
To give me a future and a hope. And I'm going to stay on that path. Whatever path you on, I'm not hating on that, bro.
Right.
But just know this is real. And we got to, sorry if I'm getting on my high horse, but we got to really apply these scriptures to our daily walks. You know what I'm saying? Like me and you going back and forth, bro, that's Proverbs 27:6. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Right.
If I see you messing up, I'm not going and talking to sis and being like, man, this nigga see that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the nigga be on, bro. Like, he need to. And then seeing you and be like, hey, bro, what's up, bro?
Right. No.
Nah,
We don't
bro.
play that
You
fake stuff.
Post more content. You got a whole setup. What you doing? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You better than that. Anyway, what you want to eat?
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what love is. Like, love is... I saw a little something today about like judgment. Like, as Christians, we ain't supposed to judge. Like, no, we're supposed to judge righteously. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to hold each other accountable. Mm-hmm. And, you holding me accountable to the mission. Like, my mission.
Right.
You know what God has put on my heart, because we've had intimate conversations. Like, we've cried.
Yeah.
We've cried, we've yelled, we've cussed.
We fought.
Right. Pull up, you know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. But you 4 hours away. But
Right.
Sometimes I'm like, all right, whatever, meet me halfway, let's go.
Right.
But even at the end of that, no matter what happened, it was like, I love you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and it's the refreshing aspect of, I have a brother that, me and my brother kind of do. We've been in that situation before where just like, all right, well, pull up, you know where I'm at.
Right.
And but it's still love though, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. Maybe because we old school, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
weird.
it just
we old school, but yeah. We got that mentality of just like, if we got to duke it out, we got to duke it out. And then after that, we just, what you want to eat? I got you. That's how we came. That's how we came up. That's how we came up.
Yeah.
Me and him, and then shout out to Jay Lewis. I got into the most fights with them, and I'm the closest with them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knuckled up, bro.
Right.
And that's the difference in our time period, and it really leads me to this point, bro. There's such a lack of spiritual masculinity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Men that are men, but also have a spiritual compass in front of being a man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the thing I'm seeing in the environment, bro, is women are craving men, not only just men that know God, but men that are tough.
Yeah.
But still have that soft spot for them.
Right.
And that's a balance, bro, because the thing about the spirit, bro, the spirit, is tell you in Hebrews 4:12, it's like the spirit separates bone from marrow. Do you understand how close that is? And it's like, the thing I love about God, bro, is that he really come in and he make a hard man soft.
Yeah.
It don't mean he's soft. It just mean that now he knows how to release and be emotional and let that go, but he's still the protector. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, man, there's so many, and I'm not even, I'm not no panderer, but it's so many good women that are craving a man to lead, and this generation don't know how to lead, bro. So I'm gonna act like the camera's not on. The real reason that I be like, push your content, is because you're walking the example. You know, you're leading a family. You're leading your wife. You're leading your children. That's what we need. We need more leaders that are leading and doing the best that they can to direct the best that they can through the Spirit of God. You naturally do that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't call me out in front of all y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is very interesting because I actually accepted a parking lot team leadership.
That's crazy.
With my church today.
That's crazy.
Like officially. And like parking lot team, to be honest with you, when they sent the card out, like, what would you like to do? I put like worship and like security or something like that. Parking lot team was not on it. But at the time, we're launching a church here in Houston in January. But at the time, there was only like maybe 6 or 7 men part of the launch team. And, you know, there's a protection aspect in the parking lot when you go to certain venues and certain shady places that may be shady. And it's like, all right, well, we want to strategically put certain people in positions that if something goes off, we got somebody that can handle it.
Right.
And so that first time that I did it, once again, I did not choose that.
Right.
But God put in me first and the last.
Okay.
And once I understand the culture
I see that
in the parking lot, you're the first person that interacts or has an impression with whoever's coming in. You're also the last, the way that we do things. Because if someone, once again, one of my creeds is do unto others and do unto yourself. So if my wife is by herself, a single mother, and she comes to this event and she has to leave 10 minutes early, and she goes to a parking lot in a place that she may feel kind of unsafe.
Right.
And someone's standing there. Hey, how you doing? How you? All right, cool. Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? But now she has that piece that someone's watching and making sure that I get to where I need to get to. And so first and the last. And it's just like, okay. And so that's something that it's funny because once again, I did not necessarily choose that, but then it just like a lot of things just started filtering in and being like, okay, I kind of came up with our own creed for the parking team, and I wouldn't even lead yet, and it's just like,
so you thought,
right? Exactly.
So you thought,
right? It's like one of those things, just like don't reveal how much you know because then therefore you'll be telling other people. But I have learned enough Jonah moments that when God says move, you move.
Yeah.
That is where I've learned wisdom, and like I'm gonna be honest, I've been blessed by the wisdom, and not in necessarily ways that in our material world that we've been blessed, but in the world of peace.
Yeah.
And so we keep talking about peace.
You know, I want to tell you something, and this is a revelation you do not know.
Okay.
You remember when I called you when I was in San Diego?
Yeah.
And I had the tsunami vision, and then the tsunami warning happened.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then we prayed, and as soon as we got done praying, we heard the birds.
Right.
And just so y'all don't know, like one of our inside jokes is he'll text me, and he'll be like, I did it today. I saw a bird drinking water, and I thought about you. And it said, consider the birds.
Right.
And it's the verse in Matthew where it's like,
Matthew
consider
6:26.
that part. And it says the birds don't know what they're going to eat or what they're going to drink every single day, but they every day they come, they faithful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The reason I'm saying that is because when I had the tsunami vision in San Diego, and I called you, this, that, and the third. And as you're talking about parking lot ministry, what you don't know is that when I was 10 all the way to 16 years old, me and my dad were the parking lot ministry for Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship.
OCBF?
You know what I'm saying?
I did not know that.
And I keep having this because I remember when we were there, Kirk Franklin used to go there.
Right. Yep.
So I used to, and we were at the main parking lot.
Okay.
So I would always see him and his wife come in, whatever the case.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing that vision over the last week or two, and I didn't know why. I'm like, why am I having this parking lot vision of seeing Kirk Franklin? And then you're telling me that you're in the parking lot ministry now.
Right.
So I'm like, what's the correlation? He hadn't necessarily given it to me yet, but when you talked to me and you told me about protecting a woman,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Stephen Furtick said it one time. He said, bro, a lot of people think their purpose is this grand thing. You're going to be the next Oprah.
Right.
Your purpose could be to be a janitor. If you have peace with that purpose, it don't matter. If you know, your purpose could be, you know, it could be to own a Chick-fil-A. It could be to just fix refrigerators.
Right.
Man, my son's coach, you know, he had practice today. And he said, man, to be honest with you, Rex, like, I do this because God told me to. I feel life here.
Come on.
Sometimes my wife be missing me, but it's like, if I don't do this, I don't have fulfillment.
Right.
And when you're looking at the parking lot ministry, it's not a you know, it's not an NFL job. It's not this glorious job.
Oh, I literally wrote that today. Go ahead though.
You know what I'm saying? But you are literally in control of the flow of where everybody takes their transportation and keeps it. Mm-hmm. You're in control of the people coming in and coming out. You're in control of how traffic moves. And people just take that for granted. And I think a lot of times God will put you in positions to where you have thankless jobs. And being a parking lot minister for me was a thing. Nobody cared about parking lot ministry. There ain't nobody paying attention to you. So the only reason you doing it is because you are looking for a better glory. You know what I'm saying? And we at a place, bro, when you're doing stuff like parking lot ministry, you know, just whatever we do, being a teacher is a thankless job. But you're not doing it for the bag.
Right.
You're doing it for the impact. And I just, you know, I want to prophesy on you in this season, bro. I just really feel like in this season, bro, he finna elevate you because of your obedience. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, as your friend, I've been feeling the unction for you to do more. You know, I'll leave you alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just, for me, the spirit been like, tell your boy.
Yeah.
And he said, I can tell him because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I want to tell y'all, bro, like when it come to like, watch out.
Hold on. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
When it come to, all right, bet. When it come to like getting advice from people, bro, you gotta be careful who you getting advice from, because a lot of people are not living what they talking. You know what I'm saying? And when it come to me and bro, I don't give him advice in a relationship space like that. We're not in the same space. I give him advice on spirituality. You know what I mean? That's the space that we in. And it's like, when it comes to people giving advice, you don't go to a personal trainer when you need an oil change. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to a chef when you need therapy for your heart. And we got to be careful. We got to be careful who we confiding in, because I remember telling one of my homegirls, you know, she was confiding in her mom about her relationship with her husband, but her mama been divorced 3 times. Hey, I love your mama as much as you love your mama, sis, but hey, you need to get a therapist.
Right.
Hey, real talk, bro. Like, man, whoever listen to me, bro, stop venting to your friends, bro. Stop venting unless you feel a divine order to just pick up the phone and just randomly vent to your people. They don't got the answers, bro. The reason I know so much spiritually, dude, is because I realized it ain't that my boy ain't got the answers. I wanted the answers directly from God.
Right.
What the Bible say about this? And that's why I feel like I'm half hood, half holy, because you know how I move. But at the same time, every time I want to go pull up and do some gangster, he'd be like, in my head, he'd be like, vengeance is mine.
Right.
Then he'll show me, if I do this to you, I'm going to do this to your son.
Right.
And I'll be like, never mind.
Right.
Never mind. You know?
Yeah, like you mentioned the obedience part will help you like level up. And that is, since we kind of talk about relationships and stuff like that, like I honestly believe 100% that's how I ended up meeting my wife.
Shout out to sis.
Because of my obedience and even my faults in my obedience, but the truly my heart posture was like, you know, I'm gonna abstain from sex so that I can have a clear view of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And learning why certain things you do and don't do.
Yeah.
and in our relationship and how it accelerated so fast. So just to let you know, October 24th, I sent a howdy to my now wife on a dating app randomly at like midnight. And she hit me back, and what she said was a godly hour the next morning.
Right.
And within a year from that,
literally a year.
Literally a year from the
365 days.
We got married.
Yep.
And it was funny because a lot of people were like, when are y'all getting married? And we're like, oh, calm down a lot. Like, our kids ain't even met yet. Yeah. But this one right here was like, bro, what you doing?
I was the most like, I like sis, but bruh, what you doing? What you want?
Yeah.
You know? And I want to tell you this, man, because, you know, shout out to Joey. We was the best man in the wedding.
Yep.
Dude, and even then, I was driving down with my ex-wife, and I was writing the vows, which was like this 7-minute freestyle cadence or whatever.
Right.
And it wasn't until I saw sis come down the aisle. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. She came down the aisle, bro. And she did her vows, bro.
Right.
Sis vows for you, bro. I'm surprised I didn't cry. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she was just like, God, I give up.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
If you really got a husband, send me a sign. I remember that like yesterday, bro. I remember it like yesterday. And then, you know, I knew I had an idea what you were gonna do, but I didn't know sis.
Yeah, right.
And it was in that moment where I was just like, damn, they got an agape love. They love unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever they gonna do. Okay, bet. All right, whatever. Y'all do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I had to realize, bro, that when God show you your person,
right,
it might not make sense to everybody else until it makes sense to everybody else. You got, because I am telling you, y'all got to understand, I'm that friend that be like, bro, you tripping.
Right.
You just got outside. What you doing? Like, huh? Bro, it's been 7 months. What you mean marriage? What you mean? She got how many kids? What? Yo, you gonna have 5? Bro, I was that friend. But like he'll tell you, I'm the first one to admit I was wrong. And even in my best man speech, I had to admit I didn't see what I saw now. Like, God had to be like, nah, look.
Yeah.
That's what they own. Like, you know?
And so even with him saying that, I was not upset with that.
Yeah.
I saw that as love.
Yeah.
He was looking out for me because he knew what I went through in my last relationship.
For sure.
And so he just wanted to make sure that I wasn't rushing something to where I get hurt again. And so I respected that, and I had honor with that, but I also didn't listen to that.
No, he didn't.
Because I was listening to God, and I was able to do that because I wasn't listening to my penis.
Right.
Because he was definitely talking, and I was like, shut up.
Well, I want to tell you this, bro. I really commend you because I remember when you got divorced, bro. You was like abstinent for 2 years. Even after divorce. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what bro got going on, but I support it because I remember when I went through my journey.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's something I definitely want to talk about.
Yeah.
If we can. You know, we ain't got to segue right now because I'm just in the moment of your marriage.
Yeah.
But what I do want to tell you, bro, in my space right now, even just being here right now, bro, like September 4th, September 5th, that's what it is right now. You know, September 7th, we got an eclipse coming. I've been real emotional, bro.
Yeah.
I've been real emotional, like to the point of tears. And I'm really not that crying type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just feel like I've been emotional, bro, because I think my self-love journey has been a fight for loving, just wanting. I love love.
Yeah.
You know I love love.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to let it in that way just yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just such a healthy balance to see a man that just surrendered in that regard for me. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not telling you that I don't want that. I just don't know how long it's gonna take me to heal.
Right.
And that's just you know, you gotta let a man go through his process. And of course, you know what I'm going through and what I've lost or whatever the case. And so many people be like, you're such a good man, you're such this, you're such that. And I hate being a strong friend. I hate being a strong friend. I mean, highly hate being a strong friend, because I'm not the friend to tell you I got a problem.
Right.
And I be, you know, and I'm not telling you I'm on some Robin Williams trying to off myself or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But when you so strong all the time, everybody just be like, oh, he's straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why the friendship with us, and just, we don't got to talk a lot. We've known each other since 14.
Right.
But it'd just be them little check-ins, or it'll be a Bible verse. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that I've always loved love. Mm-hmm. I mean, all I write about is love and spirituality and relationship and matrimony and connection and divine, and, you know, then I get in my sensual seduction, all of that.
Yes, you do.
And I saw this video today, bro, and it said your temptation is really a message to what your real purpose is. If you are lustful, that means you have a lot of love.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to think about that, because you know me, and I'm like, damn, I do got a lot of love. That makes sense.
Right.
And it's like the enemy, he know I'm not on this, the devil I'm not on that vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, the powers that be know what you like, and they send them send those distractions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, as you see these distractions, it's just like, I think that message for me was, but you remember how you love, King. Do you remember? And I think I'm in this season now where I need to be receptive to love.
Yeah.
And just allowing myself to open up to letting somebody love on me.
Right.
And letting love heal me. And it doesn't even have to be a physical touch. It could be listening. It could be understanding. It could be supporting. It could be whatever.
True intimacy.
Because intimacy is better than sex. Whole nother conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But
check out the book, because he got a section of the book about that. You know what I'm saying? Swim deeper.
Yeah.
Dive on in.
But I think that, and this ain't even on some, you know, The Bachelor, Love Island, none of that crap. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do stuff to get people to like me. But I don't think people really understand, when you go through a divorce as a man,
yeah,
how hard it is to open your heart back up again.
Yeah.
And I think this entire journey I've been on, bro, has been about not closing my heart. And I think I cried, bro. I cried like 2 nights ago. And I made this voice recording, and I just realized, like, it's not that I'm scared of love. I'm not. I love love. But I'm scared of not having it in its proper alignment.